Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, today we're going behind the scenes of the commercial accommodation industry to explore something that, well, every single hotel guest relies on, but almost nobody ever thinks about. We're talking about the beating heart of hotel hygiene and guest comfort, the laundry cycle. But we aren't just looking at washing and folding today. No, we are focusing entirely on the hidden engine that powers this massive operation, the absolutely critical collection phase. So get ready, because the logistics behind how a hotel actually gathers its laundry is a fascinating masterclass in efficiency and risk management. Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever actually wondered why massive commercial hotels don't just, pack up all their dirty linens and send them out to a giant industrial cleaner down the street? Well, an OPL, or on-premise laundry, is a massive investment in machinery, space, and personnel. But bringing this whole operation inside the hotel's walls, it's all about control. It guarantees the quality of the wash, it dictates the exact turnaround time so rooms can be flipped faster, and it strictly controls operational costs. Honestly, it is an absolute game changer for hospitality management. To really get a grip on how this works, we are grounding our explainer today in official industry standards, the TESDA Housekeeping NCI 2 training regulations. Specifically, we're going to unpack the 72-hour training module for laundering linen and guest clothes. And we're focusing strictly on Learning Outcome 4.1, how to correctly collect laundry for laundering functions. It might sound kind of simple, but as we'll see, the protocols are incredibly strict. Here is our roadmap for today. 1. The hidden hotel engine. 2. Two types of laundry. 3. Collecting guest clothes. 4. Collecting in-house items. And 5. The crucial first step. All right, let's get started.
Section 1. The hidden hotel engine.
The term you're going to hear constantly in this industry is OPL, or on-premise laundry. Basically, this is a facility operated entirely within the hotel itself, and it serves a really vital dual purpose. It handles the massive volume of the establishment's own operational linens, and simultaneously it provides a paid, specialized service for the guest's personal clothing. Think about it for a second. Whether a guest feels truly comfortable in their room or even at a restaurant table comes entirely down to the effectiveness of this exact facility. Section 2. Two types of laundry. Now, what's really interesting here is the split in operational priorities. On one hand, we have guest laundry. These are personal clothing items actually belonging to the guest. It's a chargeable service that generates direct revenue, sure, but it carries highly personal, individualized risks, like, say, ruining a guest's expensive silk shirt. On the other hand, we have in-house items. The hotel's own bed and bath linens, table linens, and staff uniforms. This is pure volume and logistics. Both categories are heading to the exact same OPL, but how they get there requires two completely different workflows. Section 3. Collecting guest clothes. When a housekeeping attendant picks up a guest's laundry, they are literally the very first line of defense for the hotel. Let's walk through these 4 critical steps. First, they collect the guest's laundry bag and the completed laundry list right from the room, strictly sticking to the hotel's schedule. Second, and this is vital, they must physically count and verify every single item against what the guest actually wrote on that list. Third, they meticulously inspect for any existing damage, stains, or missing buttons, and they confirm any special washing instructions. Finally, the items are recorded, physically tagged for tracking, and a receipt is formally acknowledged. It is a highly deliberate, totally methodical process. So the crucial point here is that spotting pre-existing damage is essentially a protective shield for the hotel. If a guest hands over a shirt that's, say, already missing a button or maybe already has a tear in the collar, the attendant absolutely must document that before the item ever touches water or a dry cleaning machine. If they fail to do this, the hotel can easily be held liable for damage they didn't even cause, which leads to angry guests and financial compensation. Finding that missing button beforehand ensures you get both personalized service and essential liability protection. Section 4. Collecting in-house items. Now, collecting in-house items, that's a completely different vibe. It is all about fast-paced logistics and moving massive amounts of material. Attendants aren't just clearing bedrooms, they're collecting from housekeeping floors, bustling food and beverage outlets, and tons of other active departments. To manage this safely, they have to use specific, designated soiled linen bags. They utilize dedicated laundry chutes or these huge transport trolleys just to move the weight. And running through all of this is the absolute golden rule of the housekeeping department. Soiled items must always be kept strictly separate from clean items. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly why those strict procedures exist. Just imagine a scenario where an attendant is rushing and accidentally tosses a soiled, damp bath towel onto a trolley shelf containing freshly laundered, pristine sheets that are ready for a new guest. That single tiny action instantly compromises the clean linens, creating a severe cross-contamination risk. Now all those clean items have to be sent entirely back through the wash cycle. It completely ruins the operational flow, it wastes water, it wastes chemicals, and most importantly, it wastes precious time in flipping that room. Section 5. The crucial first step. Let's move to the end and see how this all builds together. Collection isn't just, picking up dirty clothes and throwing them in a bin somewhere. Whether it's the meticulous tagging of a guest's personal suit or the heavy logistics of isolating 1,000 soiled bed sheets, collection is the ultimate quality controlled checkpoint. If items aren't sorted, checked, and transported correctly at this exact moment, every single subsequent step in that 72-hour training module, the sorting, the chemical treating, the washing, the pressing, is completely compromised right out of the gate. So, I really want to leave you with this to think about. When you consider the sheer scale of a commercial hotel, what is the true cost of a single collection mistake? A mixed-up tag might lose a CEO's favorite shirt, while one single contaminated trolley can halt the preparation of an entire floor of rooms. The hidden engine of hotel laundry only runs smoothly when the very first step is executed perfectly. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. And hey, next time you stay in a hotel, take a quick second to appreciate the incredible logistics keeping your sheets clean.